wasn't my motive. It was not my motive whatsoever. And so, yeah, that's why I'm not speaking on it.
Can I just say,
All right, we came in.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. I was going to add something for the comments. Go ahead.
I just want to say, like, if it's something that you can't speak to publicly, but you feel like it is detrimental to Olivia, I really hope that you would, like, seriously do something that's not publicly that would help Olivia out of that situation.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always here for Olivia, always. And she is always able to reach out. And so I don't think that everything needs to be online or public. So that's really all it is.
Exactly.
The comments are saying that's contradictory, and they told me to ask you, if this was the case and it was genuine, it wasn't for clout, why go on a whole press tour about it? You say it now that nothing is public or it doesn't need to be public, but before this moment and whatever transpired, clearly it was something. You made it a point to go on everybody's live, and again, off my own my original question, even going on Granny's live and talking about Shanice, because it wasn't just what you said that got clipped up on your live. It was other
No,
stuff.
the
It was
only thing that
and talking a lot.
No, I didn't victim blame once. The only thing that I said is exactly what I said a little bit ago, and reiterated that. Again, that was a naive move. Your first question, I apologize. What was that?
They want to know why, if it wasn't about clout, I also want to know, if it wasn't about clout, if it wasn't, and it was genuine intention, why did you make it a point to go across this platform talking to everybody about everything, especially if you're now saying everything ain't for the public, everything ain't for everybody?
Because whenever it comes to positive light, I will absolutely be in any room being able to speak on that. But it also was, again, in a situation where I didn't realize the magnitude of the situation as far as everyone's speaking on it. So it wasn't that I was going and searching to be able to see exactly who's speaking on it whatsoever. It was the fact that this would show up on my For You page. They would be able to speak on me, and so I would defend myself, and that's all it was.
Do you feel like
have to defend yourself against us?
do you feel like
No,
yeah
no.
you do you feel like I gave you any type of like thought to be like, oh, I can't come on his platform because they're just gonna be like attacking me? Like, you feel like my platform wasn't that safe area to be able to do that?
To be honest, I think most platforms have contradicting thoughts and ideas. And so I know I've learned through this experience that, for one, to go on my own platform, but for two, that it's not beneficial to try to prove myself. And so that's why I stopped doing it.
Can I ask you, what was your intention behind going in the Discord and saying that your man wanted you back home? And also why, after you got home, you tagged him in your videos?
Yeah, so my man basically, comforted me through it all and was there to support me through everything. And so it was really just, I can't remember what was said in the Discord to me, that someone added me and said something about like just assumptions. And I just cleared it. I said, no, absolutely not. My point is that, my man wanted to, he wanted to take things seriously with me. And so that's all it is. And I don't want to be a part of it. And that's all it is.
So if it was about a man and it was a genuine intent to go out there and genuinely get to know somebody, but you had a man, or at least somebody you was already dealing with to a point where y'all would want to be more serious, again, why did you go out there?
No, so it wasn't, we had been talking for a long time. And then throughout this situation, it was just like, okay, we understand. And I'm not going to describe our relationship online. But we were not in a relationship whenever I went out there.
Gotcha. And he didn't feel any type of way about you going out to visit a guy who has multiple allegations of SADV and all this. He just didn't like that. He didn't feel strongly enough about that he really wanted to push you not to go on?
Absolutely. He definitely strongly discouraged me from doing so. And I had told him, I wouldn't be in this situation if it wasn't for, us taking things seriously prior to it. He 100% discouraged me from doing it, but he's an amazing man who said, you're going to do what you do. And if that's what you want to do, then do it. So
Got you. And one more question for you. One more question, and I kind of want to loop back in Raquel as far as like you commenting in Discord, and then you also posting on the same day on what was it, whatever Monday that you left, you posted talking about Cali and all that while you were low key at the airport. Still, you don't think that was a hint of clout in any sense, or you think that was wrong timing, or is that just you thought that was like appropriate? Just asking.
I did what?
When you posted and you took it down, the picture when you was thinking Cali and all that stuff, you tagged him. Did you do that? Like, did you think that was appropriate timing, or was that like?
No, definitely not appropriate timing, which is why I took it down. It was up for 10 minutes, and it went crazy. So no, it wasn't an appropriate timing. But it was genuine from me and my relationship as far as like, this man has supported me. He's been there. He's, tried to, talk me through all of it. And so that's all it was. It wasn't for the fact of like, I need an opinion of this or that. It was just how it is.
Yeah, I got you. And like I told you before, like my main thing was, it was for me personally and everybody I talked to, our biggest thing was, it was like you going out there and doing all this. If even if you say it's genuine, as you're saying now, it's like in some aspect, you're putting that girl at risk regardless of it.
I
And that's,
think that,
what?
sorry,
Go
I
ahead.
didn't mean to
No,
cut
go
you.
ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just going to say, I think that anyone, if it was me, if it was Sally, if it was whoever it was, it's still going to be a situation where someone would be at risk. Absolutely. But again, I've tried to preserve that so that no one is at risk.
Oh,
Hi, Pisces. I have a question. So when you were in the airport on your way back and you were in your friend Taylor's live, I saw that she was like, save it for your live. Like, don't say too much, save it for your live. And you responded, okay, I'm gonna save it for my live. So I guess my question is, what exactly were you saving for your live now that you are back, right? What were you
So
planning
I
to
think that
say?
she just basically said, she didn't want it on her platform. And it really, I didn't expect that to even be clipped. And so it was just like, Taylor's my genuine friend. And, she was here for the situation after because I was, I didn't speak to really anyone besides my man about any of it. And so she, just save it for your platform if that's something that you wanted to do. But it's not, I never said that I was going to come up on live and say anything about it, which is why I haven't. If I wanted to, I would have.
So did you sign an NDA?
No.
Okay.
I don't even
You signed an NDA. Fuck that NDA. If it was something for real for you to speak about, like fuck it, we can. I'm gonna be honest, I still don't like you, but I'm saying, if that was the sense, bro, and if it's something that's really need to be said, fuck it, we would have paid for your lawyers, honestly, regardless. But like, that's all I had to say about that one. Fuck that. Fuck the NDA shit.
Yeah.
can I say something? Another question.
Go ahead.
Because it felt like this is what I'm having
Hold on,
trouble with.
y'all. Y'all, can you guys quit sending Lil J the live, y'all? She knows I'm live, y'all. We're in the same house.
What I'm having trouble with right now is, again, I think is the clout and the platform. Anybody could have went in there, but not anybody could have put her in harm's way because, again, it was like a whole press tour before. It seemed like it's still one down after. And I also want to know what made you, what transpired, since there's no NDA or whatever, what transpired between y'all where y'all unfollowed each other and you decided you want to come over here and have words with us that we could have been had? Because again, I'm blocked and I don't even know why. Me and you never had words. I sat in a panel, but we ain't never had words or nothing.
Anyone that's blocked is because they had spoken on me in a negative way, not just not agreeing with me. That's okay. I understand that. But it was in a more of like a, just like coming at you in a way that doesn't make sense for me to interact with you. And that was it.
I never come at you in a way
Again,
like
though, that wasn't me. So I'm still confused because that wasn't me. But also,
And I don't know
that was a
personally.
two-part question though, so I want to get to the other.
I ain't even gonna speak on what happened, what transpired with the reason that like I blocked you and stuff.
Like you personally, Raquel, I can't tell you why. I have a whole entire block list from this situation, but I know a lot of the times whenever it was a room where everyone was speaking, or not everyone, but someone was speaking negatively, and no one was speaking positive, I just went ahead and blocked everyone because I didn't want to come across that type of platform.
All right, and I want to finish the second half of that
Pisces.
because I'm sorry, she cut me off to answer the first half, so I want to finish. So again, I wanted to know what transpired that all of a sudden made you want to come back here. Mostly because, on top of the fact that you block people, if people speaking ill on you, that's another thing. But it is kind of like you threw the first stone. Like you accuse people of body shaming you. You accuse people of trying to like acting as if
Because
somebody was
I
trying to
was
get at you in like a romantic way or whatever. Like, you know what I mean? You said stuff that honestly we should have had an issue with you, if anything. So for
yeah,
you to come
no,
back
of
over here,
course.
what transpired though to make you say like, I'm gonna jump from the 1 all the way to the 99, not even the 50? Something had to happen, and if you ain't got no NBA, I think it's fair to tell us something.
Yeah, I mean, again, I'm not going to speak as far as what transpired. I just know it wasn't a situation for me. And I came on this live because the live was shared to me. But yeah, I don't know.
So you made a comment about being on house arrest while you were there. Could you explain that a little bit more?
No,
Is there a reason that you feel uncomfortable explaining?
I just don't think it's beneficial.
Nothing that
Did
we
that
don't
someone
So
already.
take your
It's something.
phone?
is there a reason that you don't feel that topics like that aren't beneficial, but you are messy in other ways, such as, the whole coming out about being in a relationship the very next day in the Discord on your TikTok? That was very much messy.
Um,
Don't think that that was beneficial.
that's fine if you don't feel like it's beneficial, but I don't think that it was a negative sense either. I didn't speak on the situation outside of me and my friend just saying like reconnecting. That was it. She hasn't been able to speak with me, and so it was really just a genuine moment with her. But yeah.
Pisces. Is the reason
Also,
why? Oh, sorry, Ash.
sorry, go ahead.
I would say, is the reason you're saying no? Is it honestly because of shit we already know the facts? Like we already know they don't go nowhere. We already know that he watches her all the fucking time. Is that really the no?
Again, I'm not going to speak on anything, but I appreciate your guys' time. And I hope you guys have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
Bye.